Today we're going to be talking about the courage to be disliked. Don't forget to watch the entire video and I will share tips on how I can empower you to stay true in who you are and not seek the approval of other people. This is the courage to be disliked, to break free from the social expectations and norms of other people, being authentically you. The first thing you need to do is actually embrace and live in the present moment. Forget about what happened yesterday, forget about what might happen in the future. Stop dwelling on past mistakes and regrets and focusing so heavily on the future, and start to understand that the most power you have is actually in the present moment. And what choices and actions can you take right now to lead you to where you want to be? Learn to take accountability and responsibility for your own choices in life. You have the power. Do not put your power in the hands of somebody else. Learn how to embrace imperfection and your vulnerability. It is in your vulnerability that you learn to shine, and people start to see you as a more truthful, authentic type of person because you are not scared to show people where you mess up, to show people that you are not perfect, you are still flawed, and your flaws actually bring you closer to the other person because they learn how to connect with you and to resonate with what you are going through. Let go of the need to validate the other person and be perfectly okay with validating yourself. Do not seek approval from others because you will not always get that. So it is okay to validate yourself. You need to learn how to overcome the need for recognition. People are not always going to validate you. Hell, when you're doing good, seldom people will actually validate you because of their own insecurity, because of their own jealousy. So learn to validate yourself and understand that when you're doing good, not a lot of people are going to be telling you that. They actually want to bring you down lower, to bring you to that level, that low level where they are at. Choose courage over comfort, because in courage you push yourself to a new limit, expanding your horizons, what your strengths are and how exactly you can get better, expanding your comfort zone. Use every single thing as a learning opportunity, and don't forget to embrace the learning process of how it takes time for you to master the skills that you need to do. Pursue social contribution, because it is when you are donating or being charitable and being there for other people that you realize how much value and power in your own life that you have. And it also teaches you to be grateful, because when you actually put yourself in a different perspective or environment, you realize how many things you've taken for granted, how many things can you be grateful for, and this really shows you all that you do have. Because when you have so much, you learn to forget or normalize the things that you have, but you have to remain grateful and showcase your gratitude in every single thing that you do. Everybody has different perspectives, perceptions, and this is why your idea of reality, your idea of yourself and your own identity is not true. It is not set in stone. We are ever changing and we are alive, and everything that is alive will be forever changing and evolving. We are not stuck. So challenge your fixed beliefs and what you define as who you are, and understand that you will forever change who you are in your levels of development. You are not the same person you were at 5 years old. You are not the same person you were at 13 years old, at 20, at 45, at 100. You are never going to be the same type of person, because you've learned how to develop over time. You have more experiences, you have more knowledge, wisdom. Even though you are not the same person you were growing up, you are still that same person in essence. And this is why it is so important to understand that you are not defined by what happened at 60 years old, nor what happened at 10 years old. And it is just ideas and constructs that you can break down and start to dissipate the value that you bring to it. Learn to seek constructive feedback, and this allows you to see everything as an opportunity to still get better and perfect and master your craft. Get better at what you can do, get better at your skills, learn something new, take up new hobbies, learn how to code, learn how to play piano, learn how to make YouTube videos, learn how to animate, do something exciting and be more interesting with what you do with your time. Cultivate resilience and understand that you can get through anything you put your mind to. So put your mind through it. Learn to appreciate the good and the bad, and understand that everything is in flow, is constantly moving, nothing is set in stone, and this is your power. Everything shall pass. So get through those tough moments with resilience and staying level-headed. Learn to build a supportive network of people who you can trust and rely on. If that person is you right now, then that's okay. It's better to be just a dot in your own social circle than to be surrounded with people who don't actually care about you, who are just there to use you or benefit off of you and not giving back in a constructive way. And it is so important to start with yourself first and learn how to use constructive criticism on how you can improve as an individual. Learn to find a common ground with other people and to not seek all your identity and validation from others. Learn to lean into change and the evolution of who you are. Seek new things and constantly expand your comfort zone. You need to understand that feelings come and go and have a high level of emotional intelligence. Everything is not going to be the same of how you perceive it right now. And if you have that power to change your attitude and the thoughts that you continue to have, this is your power. You need to learn how to stop projecting your own thoughts and ideas of the world onto other people. You can constantly change your thoughts and idea of the world. Do not project. Foster a growth mindset and expand your self-compassion and self-forgiveness. Do not dwell on all the mistakes you made. Use all the mistakes that you made in the past as learning opportunities and learn how to forgive yourself first. And this will allow you to practice how to forgiving other people. People are also going to make mistakes. People are also going to say the wrong thing, do something dumb once in a while. But it is actually about the people who are still trying to get better. Show them grace, show them understanding, and laugh through the hard times and be supportive and grateful for them in their flaws as well. If you can be okay with your flaws, your mistakes, your imperfections, all the things that you want to achieve in life, if you can be okay with yourself and learn to validate yourself, you don't need the validation of other people. You can embrace the courage of being disliked because you are okay and you validate yourself. You have confidence in yourself. The most confident person is not about getting everybody to agree with them or like them. The confident person is actually the person who is completely okay with not being liked at all. Learn how to embrace positivity and understand that everybody is ignorant to some degree. We are all ignorant because of our life scenario, what we have experienced, what we haven't experienced, and this is life, and it's okay to not have everything figured out by now. And learn to just sit back and take a deep breath. Everything will be okay, and you do not need to find your validation within other people because you can validate yourself. Now, what are you going to implement in your life? Please comment that down below on everything I just mentioned and how you can move forward and take actionable steps towards a better future.